All right, fellas, we got to clear the air about something because, a lot of you guys, right? A lot of you guys have this misconception about women. And this misconception is that a woman coming from a good home or a good structured family with both parents is less likely to be a 304, right? Or, they're sexually prudish or, they don't sleep around. A lot of you guys seem to think this, and that is the furthest thing from the truth. And this is how a lot of you guys misjudge women and end up with women who end up screwing you over, after 15, 20 years or 3, 4, 5 years, or even 5, 6, 7, 8 months, because you think that because she come from a home where the dad was a good dad and involved, that, somehow they don't get they slut on, or they don't get they freak on, or they ain't been jumping from D to D to D in their life or when they was in college. You guys have to stop thinking like that, because it's going to screw you over in a long run. That is a big, huge misconception that I would say most men have about women. You understand? Stop thinking like that, because it's going to screw you over. I need you guys to understand a few things, right? Listen, right? And I do this. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been out here in this field, right, for a long time. Some of the wildest, freakiest girls that I've encountered, right, that I've had fun with, that I've slept with and then dealt with, came from those good girls from the good structured homes, and came from good families. Me personally, right? And I know a lot of guys like that. And guys who are more experienced with women and really deal with women know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about girls you wouldn't even believe they get down like that. Trains, parties, multiple guys at the same time, the whole nine. Screwing a guy this day, then screwing a guy the next day. They get down like that. So the home life really don't have anything to do with that. I've seen this with my own eyes. You understand? A woman who's a freak is a woman who's a freak. Her home life, her home life, and the way she was brought up has nothing to do with her sexual urges. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking generally, right? It's just like a man and his sexual urges. The way you was brought up don't really have anything to do with the fact that you still a man and you still get horny. Where you come from don't have anything to do with that. Now, as a man, you may not be able to act on those urges because it takes game for a man to get laid, whereas women to have sex and be sexual and be sexually free, there is no effort in that. They get that automatically. It don't take skill or game for a woman to get laid. It's easy for a woman to get laid. You see what I'm saying? So like I say, just because, you come from a certain place or you was raised a certain way has nothing to do with your urges, your sexual urges as a human being. Another thing that I need you guys to understand, right, fellas, it is 2021. These women are getting it in. Get over it. The 1930s and the 1940s are not coming back. Sorry, it's just not happening. Get over it. They are more sexually liberated now than anything. They are more sexually free now than anything. And that's the way it is. It's not going to go backwards. Get over it. You guys have to adapt with the times. You're going to get stuck living in the past. You're going to be stuck and you're going to be clueless. Women are, the things are changing. Things are progressing and you guys have to keep up. If you don't adapt, you get left behind, like I just said. Keep up. That the 1950s ain't coming back. They don't need you for your money no more. They're more sexually liberated than anything. Fuck it. Just enjoy the shit. Enjoy it. Get out here and enjoy it and get you some experience and deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? But even back then, promiscuous women existed. Back then, promiscuous women and women slanging that cooch around been here since the dawn of time. You understand what I'm saying? It's just now, it's just more. Now they don't need a man's money and they don't need, for a husband to provide for them, because they now can compete economically. So now they just don't care what you think about it. You know, whereas back then, it was all women were freaks too, but they was just freaks on the low, right? They was just freaks on the low because, you know, they depended on a man, and, you know, a man wanted purity. And since they depended on a man for survival, you know, they had to act a certain way, but they don't have to act like that because they don't need you for basic survival anymore. You understand what I'm saying? But fellas, it's 2021. It's not the 1950s. Let it go, get over it, adapt, and catch up with the times. That shit is over. It's not your grandma and granddad and them, and Grammy and grandpa and how they were. That's not those days are fucking long gone. Get over it. Another thing you guys must understand is that guys think that women are like these angels who have no sexual urges. They don't. Their body produces hormones that makes them horny every single day, all day, just like you. You have to understand that. Just like you as a man put here on this earth to reproduce, like I tell you guys all the time, the same way women are the same way. They're put here on this earth to reproduce. And just like you, it taxes your mental health when you're not successful with the opposite sex. When a woman can't be successful with the opposite sex, it taxes her mental health too. Now, as a men and women's measure of success is completely different, but that's another topic for another day. But you're put here to coexist and to be successful with the opposite sex, just like they are. And they have sexual urges too. They are here to reproduce too. You have to understand that. It's just society has always put them in this box due to, unfortunately, feminism has basically allowed it so they don't have to live by the standards that men put on them. You understand? They don't have to live by a man's standard anymore. That's thanks, unfortunately, to feminism. But they do have these same urges. When you look at a woman, you say, damn, that ass fat. You know, I fuck the shit out of her. They look at a man and say, I'll ride that guy to the moon. I would love for him to bend me over the sink. I would love to take him in the bathroom and get on my knees and blow him down right here. Women look at a guy that they don't even know who they find attractive and say these same things the same way you look at a female and be like, ooh, I love to, smack her, take her home and ravish her. Women have the same thoughts and the same urges. It's just they don't have to be in a box anymore. So you guys, like I said, you guys have to understand that. If you don't get with that and you're not progressing to understand that things have evolved, then you're going to be left behind and you're going to be pussyless and you're going to always be susceptible to women running game on you, because all they got to do is act like they not like that or act like they come from this great home. And that's all it takes for them to trick you. A lot of guys get tricked and caught up like that. Now, one more thing before I go, man, and I saved the best of these points for last, right? And this is some game. Pay attention. You guys have to understand that women don't associate their morals, right, with their sexuality. I'm going to say that again. Women do not associate their morals with their sexuality the way that we project that onto them. See, we project that as men, we project that onto women, whether it be for us being insecure or ego, our ego wanting women to be pure and us to have the pure thing. So we project this onto women, right? Well, if you have this guy and you sleep with 15 guys, then you don't have morals. Now, a woman being with a man and cheating on him and using him, that's a moral issue. But a lot of the times guys think because a woman has been around the block or, she may got a little bit of miles on her that she don't have morals. That's just us projecting that onto them. Women don't associate their sexuality with their morals. So a woman isn't going to look at it like, well, damn, I'm sleeping with this guy and I'm gonna sleep with this guy tomorrow. They don't think, well, I don't have a moral compass. You see what I'm saying? They not so just like I'm not associating my sexuality, the fact that I like to hit, that I got a lot of bodies or whatever. That ain't got nothing to do with my morals. Now, whether I treat people bad or if I mistreat women, that has everything to do with, my morals. So them sleeping around or whatever, now them taking advantage of people, them using people, that's a moral issue. But the act of them just expressing their sexuality, or being a slut, or whatever they being, or whatever they want to be, or going through a whole phase at one point in time in their life, that's not a moral thing, and they rightfully so don't associate that with morals. Like I said, that's men projecting their standards and their desires onto women. But unfortunately, due to feminism, they don't give a fuck about what we think about that anymore. They don't care about that anymore. Some of them do know, like I said earlier, some of them do know that in order to get locked down, in order to secure a certain type of man, right, that's gonna take care of them, they know that they kind of got to sweep their past under the rug. So they make guys wait to have sex, or they may lie about their past and shit like that, so a guy think they're purer than what they are. You know what I'm saying? But women understand that guys are like this, and guys have this thing for wanting a pure woman, so they run that game. My home life was great, and I don't got a lot of bodies and shit, because of our projection and our desires and what we want. But like I said, they don't associate their sexuality with morals, right? And you shouldn't associate your sexuality with morals. And because feminists, ironically, they like to shame men because, and a lot of women like to shame men because he got this woman or that woman or that woman, and they call you a fuck boy and all that shit, and they try to make it seem like you have some moral issue. That's not a moral issue, bitch. I'm human and I like pussy. I'm a human man, and I like to have sex. I like different women from time to time. That don't mean I'm a bad person. So they do. Feminist women and feminist-minded women try to shame men in the same way. You see what I'm saying? So you have to look at it like that. Don't look at it like they're tying their sexuality with their morals. All right. Anyway, guys, that's it for that. That's a wrap for that. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you don't know, I'm your gracious game advisor, yours truly, King Dre, and I'm coming at y'all to save the day. Y'all know my name and y'all know my slogan. I'm Captain Saver, bro. Playerism is the antidote to feminism. Guys, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you can get this good player shit fresh off the press. Both of my guys, go get both of my courses, Attraction 101 and How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You. I'm telling you, go get them right now, because in a few days the price is going up from where it's at now to $397. That's all I'm gonna charge. I ain't gonna go up no further than that on those courses, at least. Well, at least not right now. At least not right now, but the value in them is well worth it. So $397 is going up in a few days. If you don't got it, take advantage now, because I'm never lowering the price on those courses ever again. So they never coming down from that price. And right now they cheaper than $397. They $250 or something like that. So take advantage. It's well worth it with the amount of game that's in both of those courses. And it's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of heartache. You understand? So go get both of those. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Also, guys, join my private Facebook community and join my private Discord community. Links in the description for that as well. And if you need coaching, hit me up on www.kingdreism.com. If you need coaching, you need to, I can help you out with everything that have everything to do with the game, as far as relationships, getting your ex back, cold approaching, getting laid, escalation, whatever it got to do. If it got to do with females and women, I'm well versed in that. I've been doing this all my life. So hit me up again at www.kingdreism.com. But anyway, guys, that's it. This is your gracious game advisor, yours truly, King Dre, and I'm gone.